NOVO Esports has made their journey. They've made it to the gauntlet, but also standing in their way between this EU Grand Final is Ninjas in Pajamas, NIP, with their first series here at Copenhagen. Game 1, brought to you by Progressive, underway.
Game 1 by Progressive, here we go. Ninjas in Pajamas had to sit back and watch the Game 7 onslaught. The reverse sweep from NOVO. So much confidence, you'd have to think, Daz, coming off that win. I mean, They were completely out of it. They were 3-0 down. They were shut out. They haven't scored up until that point. They come back, win it in 7. I mean, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good start to Copenhagen.
I agree, CJ, especially with how they're feeling right now. A little bit of pressure here is Juke. You heard him here. He's getting loud. He's going to be loud every single time. First goal to NOVO Esports as Juke runs it down the field.
And that's the confidence. That's the momentum. Ninjas in Pajamas. This is their first series, NOVO. They've been here and they've played 7 already in the studio here in Copenhagen. First goal on the board, 24 seconds in. What a start.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Juke on his way here. He said, I'm always going to be loud and let you guys know right now. He was getting excited, just getting ready to play this match. But NIP, still a chance here for them to get involved. Just an early goal for NOVO. That's going to be big for them. Remember, the last series took them 3 games to score.
It took them a long time, but once they did, the train just kept on moving. The momentum kept on building for NOVO. So great start here. Ninjas in Pajamas, so impressive online. As we kind of mentioned in the pre-show, Daz, the surprise packet, I'd say, out of Europe, kind of expected to be that 4, 5, 6 team maybe coming into EU. They're looking like a top 2. So let's see if they can replicate that live on land.
Yeah, that NIP squad, lots of potential on this roster. Let's see how they face off again in their first land match. Already a little bit of physicality. Good demo there to kind of set things up. Oli trying to chase the ball down. Good pop here. Juke going to be ready. And the Chronic on the back wall, able to clear to Nico. So great passing in transition. Haven't seen too much offense from NOVO, though, since the start. And NIP's just been contesting that midfield, looking for a way in.
That's a nice pass across, so Oli right there. So impressive has he been at the end of last season. That GK lineup, I mean, the stocks on that ex-GK team. Here we go, there's the opening, and here he is. 1-1.
I mean, yeah, but got to give credit here. Well, look, and then CRR, the cut there, pass 2 to set up Oli again. I mean, fantastic work there off of NIP. They equalize here. It's anybody's game so far.
Yeah, I love the way they keep pressure. Their offense has never really looked in question, particularly online, and even speaking to LBP this morning, my former coach, obviously back in the Renegades days, and it has been their defense that has been the weakness so far. It all comes down to communication for them, and it has been a little scratchy. You know, they haven't quite figured out their groove when they are defending the net, but that's a learning lesson for them. But the offense, oh, it's looked so good ever since they formed.
Right, exactly. I mean, even in this game, a little shaky at the start, but now they're comfortable on the ball. Great flip reset from CRR, but a Chronic, he's got to hit that back wall. He kind of rushed it a little bit there, right? There's not really an excuse, just a poor touch from Acro there. And now NOVO down by 1.
Yeah, just interesting play there is a Chronic. 100 boost, kind of just panicked. Just panicked a little bit, which isn't what you want to see. What you expect, I guess, from the veteran on NOVO as well. I know we did say that it was his first RLCS.
Whoa.
Surely someone, there he is. I mean, can we take another look at this, Dad?
Look at Juke. I mean, it's a big win. Jorius, that looked a little orange. He got a piece of that and it went the wrong way.
He's confused. Look at the face cam. Jorius has no idea. He looked like he was ahead of the ball, but he's hit it backwards. So I think it kind of just got away from him, the ball. Not perhaps expecting the speed of that ball, but nevertheless, 2-2. NOVO will take that. As you mentioned, took them 4 games to score in the first series. They got 2 already.
Yeah, and they're keeping up the pace, too. Even if you're Jorius, like, that touch, you got to shake it off and just keep moving. Not a lot of time to wonder what happened there. CRR looking to set the play back up. Jorius waiting in the midfield, but he's not going to be able to get this ball. He's going to have to wait for it to be cleared to the mid. And another miss from him.
He needs to settle himself. There's a couple of misses. There's a bump as well. NOVO certainly looking to capitalize as Jorius has clearly been a little flustered, a little frustrated by that misplay.
Yeah, I mean, again, first game for him on stage, so maybe it gets a little bit more settled as things go on. Almost got a beat there on Nico, but Nico, strong challenge. We've seen NOVO get strong amount of pressure. We saw this again late when they played against Man City. Did such a good job of holding onto the ball, but they got to watch out for the counterattack. A good touch there from Nico to get the save, but NIP wants to keep this possession up. lots of ideas from them offensively, but execution has been lacking.
Yeah, no question that Novo are a confidence team. We saw that in the first series. We saw that with the reverse sweep. They got better as the series went on. They got better as more goals were scored in the back of the other team's net. Well, right here, couple already, 2-2. Ninjas in pajamas, looking to settle. Jorius, can he find a nerve settler for himself? Not to be this time, but this is where they do keep pressure, keeping the pressure on with a free backboard. Only can't find the touch.
Good pop from Juke. No boost on the side of Novo. They're in danger here, actually. High ball from Jorius, gets the read, drops it straight down, and a roll in! Jorius, he shakes off the rust and gives a big goal for NIP.
That's why he's a champ. Look at the response. Free off the ceiling. Knew he had space, and Chronic no boost. And Juke just looked for that near post. He crept across, meant that back post was free for the great white shark.
I like that. I like that out of you, CJ. I like that out of Jorius, too. Be able to get a goal like that, so big for him, so big for NIP. Final minute here in game 1. And now Novo, a little bit of momentum at the start. They've kind of lost that, looking to see if they can find something here late as the clock ticks down.
Ciara, what a revelation. Back in Europe, looking fantastic on this Ninjas in Pajamas lineup. Obviously, we saw him venture off to North America. We saw the complexity lineup last season. Not a successful, not a success in general. I'd probably call it after that, but he looks right at home here on this Ninjas lineup, but the bump almost lands. And Chronic has to get back. Under 30 left. Need to see Novo get to work right here.
Juke. Oh, he's not going to be able to follow this. Almost trying to get a 50 on the ground. There's Nico, puts this to midfield. Yeah, Chronic did commit on that, CJ. Threw me off a little bit. Now, Juke looks to find some pressure. This one goes to Chronic. He tries to keep this in play. Jorius now pops this one up to CRR. Long clearance downfield. It's not going to go in. Nico wants to keep this up. Can Novo go the length of the field? Here's Juke. Good
like
pop. A Chronic. Is he doing the shot? No, sending it to Nico, but Oli denies it, and that's going to close out game 1. NIP survive.
Joris, you can see on the face.
Adjustments to be made on the side of Novo. Here we go. Game 2 on Forbidden Temple is live.
Here we go. Game 2. See if Novo can respond. We'll see if the Ninjas in Pajamas can step up. As we saw LBP just giving words of encouragement to the Ninjas. As there, hang on, here's another free goal. It's just a 50. Surely in. No, the ball was rolling ever so slowly towards Ninja's net. Not to be. Sarah pre-flips around the ball. He throws his head back as well. You can see the visible frustration. There's a reset. Beautiful touch with the dunk. Joris finds that extra piece.
Yeah, it's really good on Joris there defensively. NIP, good bang to clear it out by Oli. He'll get credited for a shot, but just wants to eliminate the danger there. Oh, the midfield, though, not working, and a Chronic almost found a hole in the defense. It was a good read from Oli to get back in time.
Still a chance, low boost here. Joris, the only one with 100, just has to buy time. He knew exactly what he needed to do. As Oli's done very well, 10 in the tank, but the pre-flip over the top. Here's Jewel, can he get 2 on this? Low 50, look how close Novo is sitting. Nico has to track back and just buy enough time for the reinforcements to arrive. Novo probably think they could have snuck an early goal in, not to be. This Ninjas in Pajamas trying to strike now. All stuck in the midfield. Nico trying to roll downfield, but right now, Ninjas in Pajamas trying to take a hold of this game as Nico is still floating. Ball to the side, Oli with the ball.
CRR, good redirect. This one free off the back wall. Maybe tested in the future. Good save from a Chronic, and he's going to get another follow-up. Keep an eye on a Chronic over the course of the day. He's kind of nursing a fever. He's been under the weather so far, but they were able to pull out, again, that Game 7 win. But you got to wonder how he's doing under, some unfortunate conditions. But so far, 0-0 as we get Game 2 going. Both teams exchanging pressure, but it does feel like NIP are having the hot hand so far.
Yeah, a little misplay from Joris into the bump. Could this be a chance for Novo? Nico wants to get involved. He's got 0 boost. Yuk gonna roll the ball around, look for bumps himself as Nico's gone for the drive-by. Oli's faked him, ripped it off the bar. No one on the backboard. Double commit from Novo, but they keep it out.
LCR up quick, and not able to get that one the way he wants to. Nico will clear toward the side. A little bit of pressure here from NIP. Oli's hanging around, watching this play develop, but Juke, such a good touch. Now he's going to be able to control this a little bit more, make sure it doesn't go to NIP, but the boost in question is very low for Novo here. They're in danger.
Oh, Joris just saved that flip, try to rip it top right. Just off the bar, but This is where they get to work. We mentioned their offense in game one, Daz, and they have kept this ball pinned in the blue half. CRR with a fake, uses the flip. All three required from Novo. Still the heat coming on, a back post rotation as well.
Oh,
this is just relentless from the Ninjas in pajamas. They want to keep it in there.
Yeah, they're in the air relentlessly. They're not giving really any space to Novo. Novo finally able to get a clearance out, but this isn't going to lead to some consistent offense. You see exactly NIP playing close to the ball, good on these 50s, and even when Novo get the ball, I mean, it just feels a little awkward when they're moving upfield offensively. They can't get it the way they want it.
It's a little desperate, I'd say, what they're doing. They're throwing themselves at every ball because they're playing with so much pace, the Ninjas. CRR, one of the fastest players in Rocket League. He's showing it right here as more often than not Novo having to back off, having to rely on a three-man transition into defense as a demo comes through. Something we haven't quite seen. Nico has looked a little shaky in this game. Low boost for him, but really he's able to get involved as well as Jukes right there. But look at the cutting rotation, look at the bumps as well. Only with space, he wants to dribble himself. It's a half flick, it's not the best chance, and they might have overcommitted.
Oh, they did! A Chronic snipes it. He catches the offense just too far forward. Great turn, great shot. He called the number.
And that is the risk that you take when you play such a high press.
Yeah.
Ninjas in pajamas, Jory is coming in second man, just sitting so close, and it just took a Chronic to put himself in the right spot, to read the save, read the block. And they've really just taken a leaf out of Man City's book. 2 days, 1 brav, counter-attack gameplay.
Yeah, it was great. But for NIP, you know, you talk about their speed, they have to be careful with that, right? You don't want to send too many of your resources forward and leave gaps like that.
Here is Oli looking to respond. This is what they have done really well. The double flip was huge. Jukes in there as we said, Ninjas, every time they do concede, they seem to find their way out of trouble, even if they're making a big mistake. But that's a beautiful play. Jukes does it all himself.
Big second goal from Juke, like you said. Nico, though, great pass to set him up. Look at this catch. The catch was fantastic. Stage tracks the ball off the bar right to the top of his hood.
He got the bounce as well off that crossbar. It was beautiful. He knew exactly where it was going off the pop. 2-0 Novo. Great response in game 2. We're expecting the Ninjas in pajamas to get more warm, but Novo getting better as the series goes on. Beautiful touch from Chronic.
Yeah, that was nice.
He's keeping it close, and that's all they need to do right now. 35 seconds. Just need to keep it close. Nothing crazy. No overcommits like this.
Chronic last bag, but look, great speed there. CRR couldn't get a piece of it. Now Chronic got 2. Now he's getting the pass, but just no boost. Oli good retracking it. CRR got a bump, but guess what? Nico's there. Now Novo. Oh, they're not able to get a good touch to clear it out. But NIP, they need to with 15 seconds to go. A beat like that's going to roll all the way in, though. And Juke, I mean, he's submitting game 2 here for Novo.
You can see what Joris was trying to do. Close catch into the ceiling, but CRR wanted the pass, and in the end, they went for it. The Ninjas, they went for the equalizer, or the first goal back, should I say, and that has cost them the game, but it was do or die right there.
Right.
Great response from Novo.
Yeah, definitely, because, again, they stop the pressure from NIP. They allow it, but, again, great stops, picking up the defense and finding gaps in their play. Like you said, a little bit, definitely more counterattack heavy in this game, too, but it's exactly what you have to do if you want to stop NIP. You can't
relax this team. Now, knowing that they're in the top 4, knowing that even if they were to lose this, they still have a chance of qualifying on Sunday to secure a major spot, to book their ticket to Boston. So that was a huge first series, and now they just look far more comfortable than against Man City, but they're playing a better team in the Ninjas.
Exactly. So now, but Ninjas, though, shut out in game 2. They're going to look to get some offense on the board. Can Novo keep this defensive level? We've seen them in some real awkward spots. They're kind of in a similar position now. Low boost, NIP, CRR! Double tap to the top left.
Yeah, that's filthy. That is absolutely filthy from CRO. He just stayed in the play. He stayed involved. And a Chronic has, he just nothing you can do there. Front post, free sidewall double. Beautiful finish. And he's probably been a little quiet, CRO.
Right.
So he's online now. It's good to see.
Good to see. And let's see how much he levels up. NIP finally get a goal on the board after a scoring drought. Can they keep it up? Little infield pass. Oh, too far forward, though. CR's got to back it up. Does end up getting that mid boost, so he can get a cut here. We'll slow down the play. Oli waiting in midfield, but CR going the length of the field. Great flick! Oh, CR almost got it! Oli will clean it up, NIP!
Count that as 2 for CRR. That's ridiculous. Look at the catch. The flick was beautiful. Off the post, and really only just had to throw himself at the ball to get that thing in the net. But that's 2 goals off the back of CRR.
Right, and this is good coming off a shutout from NIP in game 2, right? Not able to get anything. CRR now, you said it. Wait, hang on.
Oh, I like the idea.
All right, hold on. The level of play here is increasing on both sides.
Yeah, we just stood up seeing that little kickoff play. Novo went for it, and I like what I'm seeing. 2-0 down, and they're still not losing any confidence, but they are losing a defender in net. There's nobody home. 3-0.
Anything you can do, NIP can do better, because the counterattack goal is coming out from them now. Great clear from Oli and Joris. He didn't even need to make a touch there, but give him a goal credit anyways. Why not?
Just a little bit confused there, Novo. They got a little excited. 2-0 down. It wasn't the end of the world. It's only a minute gone in game 3, but they completely threw everything at that play.
Yeah.
And they've given them a freebie, which is, I don't think you want to be letting Ninjas in Pajamas into the game for free. As now it feels like all 3 of the Ninjas are online. They're activated. They're ready to go.
That's right.
This is scary.
It can be. You see a little bit of pressure here, but there's Oli. He knows that he had CRR in the corner, but he couldn't get the ball to him. CRR, good demo, though, on the way out. Now this is going to be George with a great first touch. Just wants to get it around. Great ground pinch. Nico, though, in the right position. But still, NIP, these little infield passes that they're making to keep that offensive pressure so well.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch when they link up. Look for those close passes. You can see the trust, the confidence, the communication that LBP spoke about at an absolute premium.
Ooh.
For NIP as the fake comes through. A chronic throws on net. Jory is back in time just with 20. Novo have a little chance here if Nico can find a pass across. You can see the idea, but it was just behind a chronic. And now the Ninjas are out of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, keep eyes on CRR. He's got a good read of the game so far. He's going to get out of this play here, though. Let Oli get involved. But he's sitting, waiting for a chance to, again, get into the play. He's doing a lot of forcing, though, for his team, just trying to direct the play. Now he's on the ball. CRR looking for the double. Denied, though, by Nico. Chance here for Juke. Gets a flip. Gonna wave dash into it. Almost snuck it by the defense. That's been Novo's best chance offensively. They haven't really been able to put too much on net. And now it's Novo with the scoring drought.
Yeah, NIP have just picked up the pace. I think it's rattled Novo a little bit. Struggling to keep up. And it's just that chaotic style with the great communication. It's not a uniform structure that Ninjas are playing. They're just going for it right now. And backing the confidence that they're just the better team. 4-0. Joris will like that one.
I mean, this is a tough spot for a Chronic, but he should know. I mean, you pass it mid. You're clear at mid. You're basically passing to the other team. They gave a free one there to Joris. 4-0 now, NIP in a very comfortable position. They've taken over here on DFH Stadium.
One thing that NIP have struggled with, we did see it in the open qualifiers as well. They lost to it, the 64th seed to go down the lower bracket. It's just staying locked in against teams they feel like they should be beating, as we saw with the Twitch chat. Certainly the favorites in this match, and the important thing is to still play their game, not get ahead of themselves, not think about potentially a grand final, potentially a top 2, or winning this entire open. They've got to get through Novo first. It looks like they've found their footing. It looks like Joris is feeling real comfortable off the bar. Surely it rolls in, double save. Juke just there. Novo keep it out. How?
That's the question. That would have been an insane highlight for Joris. Individually been informed, but so is CRR. He's also stepped up as well. NIP, everybody really doing their part on the team as Joris right under the bar. That's going to be 5-0 now with a minute to go. I mean, there's no doubt about it. NIP's going away with this game.
I mentioned it before, they're just too quick. And you can see the communication, only calling the fake. Yeah. Novo not responding, not ready at all. And a beautiful shot. 5-0. This is very, very dominant now.
It feels like, correct me if I'm wrong, TJ, it just feels like Novo kind of switched things up when they didn't need to, especially early on. Just too over-aggressive, led to some mistakes, and they've been playing from behind, and they just haven't been able to get back up. Versus last game, that's a good one from Nico, good challenge. But last game, they just couldn't get, they played more defensively minded. This time, too offensively minded. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I fully agree. I think it was interesting seeing the fake kickoff play that nearly worked, but they kind of just lost their heads after that and just kind of went for it. Even that goal there was a double commit pre-jump play where obviously they're out of this game now. 5 goals down at the time. It's not consistent play. And not what we saw against Man City in those final 4 games, but you know, they are playing a very quality team who look like they're all firing now. Still a lot of time, best of 7. They will have to concede this game though and say, well done, the Ninjas in Pajamas, you picked up the pace and no real response just yet.
So, rest of this game a formality now. As you can see, Joris backwards challenging the ball. NIP very comfortable at this point. And this is going to be a loss after a win here for Novo. They're going to go down. But is the loss big enough for a timeout? I think that's going to be the question here. Final few seconds left in game 3. And NIP up 1 here in the series. It's 2 to 3. There are 2 more games.
We're seeing the offense. We're seeing the pressure that they're building. But no timeout from Novo. They're happy to just reset. They might have just lost their way a touch. They're not too concerned just yet, but the early signs of game 4 aren't great.
A little early pressure. CRR up the ladder. Almost at the ceiling. Does get a flip here. Pass 1. There's a demo on the play, but a chronic goal line save. NIP early pressure here, and they look great doing it.
They're in sync. Absolutely in sync, and trying to put the foot down, trying to drop the hammer. Double committed defense from Novo. The fake from Oli. They're a step ahead. The pop over another one. 1 left for Novo. It's just a chronic. It comes out on top, but more demos, more bumps. Nico's actually going to find one to relieve pressure. The reset. Are they out of trouble? No way. 3rd man, perfect positioning. Oli catching, and they are keeping this team pinned.
Yeah, they are. I mean, great individual performance. Oh, almost a good shot on. You saw that pre-jump from CRR. Now he's got to hurry back. Jorius last back here. Always able to get the corners. He'll be in a good spot. CRR getting another pre-jump. That's a good ball, though. And great save from a chronic. NIP so quick to bring this back to the blue half.
Just so confident. They turn defense into offense through a pre-jump counter-attack pass play. As there's one on net, a chronic reaching. He's doing so much work, 3rd man here for Novo, keeping the scores locked together. As Jules just wants to take some time out of this, but time he doesn't quite have. 2 right there.
Did he get a flip? Oh, no, he didn't.
Couldn't quite land on that one. Couldn't quite get the flip. Demo comes through. That's better from Novo. A little bit of space to work with. Maybe one more with a bump play, and then he's hit the ball instead. And Chronic's had enough of being 3rd man. He's right up in the play.
Yeah, he had to get there quick. I think he recognized he's probably a little out of position. It's only redirect. Wait, hold on, Jorius. Oh, Juke just able to get up in time. The follow-up shot off the post. NIP so close to that first goal. Novo hanging on by the skin of their teeth.
CRR looks for the clear. No link-up play just yet, or is there? Off the backboard. Jorius disappearing out of nowhere. Zoli's keeping it in as Novo just really struggling to keep this ball anywhere outside of their goal line. Triple commits, bumps, demos coming through. Seems like they breathe for a moment, and the Ninjas in Pajamas are right here again. Jorius bottom left, you betcha.
You can't deny the pressure here from NIP. They've been just faster to the ball, great reads on the play, and sometimes you can have some of the best defense you've ever played, and it still is just not enough. Jorius with the first goal here, halfway through game 4. NIP looking to put this series on match point. They have just been insurmountable in terms of the pressure, CJ, and Novo has not been able to find an answer.
Feels like when they get going, it's like watching Prime Carmen Corps, where they have so many chances on net, but they never really overcommit at the same time.
Yeah.
They just it's such a risky play style, but when you're all in sync, when the communication's on, it works flawlessly, and eventually the damn wall will break, which is what we saw right there. Ceiling pinch from Chronic, trying to relieve pressure. Low boost here from all of Novo means, I mean, this attack's dead, especially when CRR's landing on the ceiling, as he is right now. Maybe a fake, maybe a pop, maybe a bump. Doing well to keep it out is Nico.
I mean, they flow like water, CJ. The way you just see how they work upfield. Oli, all the way. They can't be stopped.
I just love this from Oli. He recognizes the one-on-one, but look at the fake. He just leans the card back, fakes the reset, and then throws the front at it, throws the bonnet to pop a top left. Once he sees the defender commit to the reset, he knows he's got him over the top.
Teammates call Oli one of the most improved players of the season last year. I mean, you can see why. His mechanical ability is so good, the way he's able to read his opponents. He played that perfectly.
And his former teammate in Archie, well, he's knocked out. So right now, Oli's done the best of the GK breakup. You can see Oli faking this one. Pop up, nice bump, nice demo coming through, but I've been loving what I'm seeing from CRR. We mentioned it before, now he's back in Europe, here on this brand new roster, put together, picked up by the Ninjas in Pajamas. He just looks like a different player in Europe.
He looks comfortable. He looks like he can just go. And he's so good when he's able to do that. It's been really hard for Novo to stop him. You can see why, look, he's even upfield right now. He's on top of the ball. Great, almost had the flip reset there. Good early challenge from Nico. CRR, effective on ball and off balls. He pushes that one toward the back wall. Chronic clears it downfield. Good redirect from Juke, and that's to the top corner. Okay, Novo not out of this just yet.
That's come out of absolutely nowhere. You can see the double commit off the ceiling. They committed, thinking perhaps CRR had it. Oli thought he had it. But Juke had other ideas. Links up with a Chronic, gets one back. Still 1 minute, still time.
How do they handle the kickoff? Juke kind of fakes, flipping forward towards that. He's able to get the corner and clear downfield. CRR instantly challenged there by Juke, not trying to give him any time. Good demo by Juke as well. Pass mid to a Chronic, but he's too far forward. George gets a great cut here. Novo have to make their opportunities really max out here as the game is starting to dwindle down, but if NIP get one more here, they could possibly cement it.
Straight on the attack again, CRR just wants to kill time now. You don't want to be overcommitting. Be careful, you're getting faked here, Joris. He has to pop it up. He's looking for a teammate. Juke's the only one there, but no boost, no power on net. With 20 seconds, Novo, last chance. You don't want to be going 3-1 down. Can they force the equalizer? Can they force overtime? It's down the right end. It's very awkward, but it's a beautiful pitch with the shot. Joris right there. That's not enough.
They may have thrown it away here. Novo might get one chance, but they got to go the length of the field. This is in a perfect spot for an IP. They just have to ground it, and they do. And Ninjas in Pajamas on match point here.
Cool. Saw him screaming inside the studio here in Copenhagen, and they fought their way back to Game 7. We'll see if we can see a similar result. Off the timeout, Novo, no lives left.
No lives left. And no room for error against NIP. Already off to an offensive start. Look at this pre-jump from CRR. You're not getting any of that. Infield pass. Oh, a shot. Oh, Julius! Are you kidding me? Ew!
It was a regulation save, and Jorius has just smothered a Chronic. He tried to push it to the side. The Great White circled and pounced.
He said, give me that, that's mine. I am not letting you clear that off to the side. Perfect read of the play there from Jorius. Oh boy, he's looking for more. Pass mid, no one there. Oli a little behind. But now Oli looks for a pop. Again, nobody there. Now a chance here to move upfield for Novo. They could get this one back quickly. They got good field positioning. It's Nico. Strong challenge. Oli, though, good pre-jump here. And NIP under a little pressure. And it's unfortunate they were unable to really capitalize off that early momentum.
This is just confidence now from the Ninjas. Even Jorius turning on net to get that first goal. He had no right to not rotate out there. He was the third man in the end, but he said, you know what, the boys have got it covered. I'm sure this is going to be a fantastic shot in net. I'll do the rest. Playing with so much confidence. I love seeing it. I just didn't expect this from this team when they were watch out! That's a great play for the boys. The bump with Nico top bins.
Look at this, great first touch. A Chronic stand on top of it, got the bump. Oli, see you later. And Nico, you need a guy who can shoot it top right. Perfect placement there from Nico.
Didn't look like it was going to be much of a threat. There were 3 in net from NIP, but the bump just completely opened up that top right-hand side. And they found the placement, they found the shot and the equalizer. CRR across to Joris. It's a skim into another skim who has thrown it a touch wide. Let's see if that early equalizer there from Novo just settles them down a little bit. They're not having to chase. They can really just find their rhythm, find their groove once again.
Nico carries this to the mid. He's going to let Oli pop that over his head. A Chronic in waiting. Looking for the 50. Can't find it. CRR does have his flip, but didn't wrap around the ball well enough. NIP will be able to bring this to the back wall, and it'll be up to Novo to pass it out in transition. Just have to watch out and make sure not to commit too much here. This midfield battle for possession is so tight right now.
Like the 50 from Oli is off the bar. Chronic back. It is a fake instead. Maybe had a sneaky opening at a shot, but he went the sidewall double. Chronic, can he get 2 on it? Oli's throwing himself at the ball.
Oh,
not just
Nico.
a fake. They're covering everything. Is As you mentioned, Nico said, I need boost first before anything else. They have worked their way out slowly, but has come at the cost of losing possession of the ball. Pre-flip over the top, Nico right there. Did force 2 to go. Still in a lot of boost trouble is Novo. They're not looking comfortable at all, Daz.
Oh gosh, it's looking rough, and NIP taking full advantage. You see Chronic, he jumped off the back wall there. Then he's sitting under a net. The 50 doesn't go the way of his teammate. He's used all his boosts, and now he's trying to struggle to get the save out. And again, a similar goal scored. He's absolutely dunked. This time it was CRR getting the job done.
It just looks like one team on the same page and the other not quite. It's in a little spicks and specks so far for Novo, but right there the defense just wasn't in sync. They weren't too sure who was meant to be on ball, who was meant to be challenging. Oli finds the 50 downfield, double commit for Novo. The fake challenge was huge from CRR to keep pressure on, and this is where they like it. This is where they get to work, trying to keep them pinned down that end. Not to be this time though.
Good midfield cut. CRR waiting on that back wall. Has Jorius mid. He's watching Nico, and for good reason. Nico put a shot on. Good stop. Oh, Chronic went the fake, but Juke too far forward. We've seen it happen a couple of times. Last time it was Nico, again, too far forward, not enough boost. So it was hard for them to keep that offensive possession. Now this one's going the other way. Good 50 to bring out one. Look at that from Oli. Leaves it for Jorius, and Oli still making sure he's in the right spot. Doesn't want to overcommit to lead to a counter.
We mentioned how high this Ninjas in Pajamas offense sits, and it was just there again. All three were right on ball, all three ready to attack as a trio. This here is Jorius. As he look for the solo, he rips it across. CRR's actually backflipped out of that one. Didn't have the speed, just wasn't quite there, or the boost on that occasion. Minute 20 left. Can we see Novo? They're in a very similar position to last game where they were unsuccessful. Ninjas in Pajamas just need to hang on, but the way they're playing, Daz, I reckon they want one more just to keep him out of trouble.
They're going to play pretty fast, but I mean, again, this is where the experience from NIP comes in. They can slow this game down tremendously. They know how to do it. Again, these low 50s and just making sure, okay, if you take the ball, let's carry it high. That's a good demo on Chronic. You hear him get loud. What an equalizer here on the play. That's a great leave.
It's just a smart play. He recognized that they were giving them the corner. They were going to wait for the shot. So he didn't give them the shot. He leaves the ball, finds the demo, and completely opens it up for his teammates.
So impressive, especially with the pressure of the situation. Can they turn it into more, though?
Found the all-important equalizer. Here's the reset coming through. Double commit. You can see the low boost, though, from Novo. They're not in a great spot. That's a nice touch from Nico, keeping it close. CRR right there. Oh, it's really awkward now for Novo. Ninjas in Pajamas setting up, wanting to end this in regulation, wanting to close out this series, wanting to move into the EU Open 1 Grand Finals here in Copenhagen. Nico, can he force Game 6? Can he keep it alive as he did against Man City? Not to be just yet. They're not finding that goal they want. It's only off the wall. He's hit it backwards. Kept it on. Nice play coming through. They're all rare.
Oh, wait! No way!
What a save!
It looked like an error in the play, but they turned it into a shot chance. Final few seconds. Shot blocked away. Oli wanted to end it. CRR for the double. No! We have overtime in Game 5.
Couldn't find the angle, Novo. They can breathe, but they've got to get right back to work. Off the kick, off the pass back. Careful. Almost an own goal off your own post for NIP. Chronic as he overcommitted the 50. Oli right there. Certainly NIP being the more aggressive team as the dumps are coming through. One more, Oli, the fake, the follow! That's game, set, series.
NIP, just insurmountable pressure.
For players like you, because we just came off the last season so soon.
Yeah, definitely. I think for me, and especially for Oli, like he's just came off of 2 great events in his last team. I think we're still riding that momentum. Like it feels like there's been a break at all. Maybe partly because the break was so minimal, but for us it's a good thing.
Yeah, I was talking before about putting together a team, how soon it was before the next season. I'm like, oh, that's not a long time, and you're like, it's because we just finished the last season for you. I mean, I guess, was that a good thing? Like, you didn't have to worry about like any off season, or would you have liked a little bit more time with the team before getting into things?
I mean, well, I wouldn't say you wouldn't have to worry because there's such a short off season. That means other teams are locking in as well. I think the week after Worlds, like Falcons, Gentlemates, everyone was locked. It was actually quite much by chance that we picked up CRR. A lot of the top teams nowadays, they don't even scrim with each other. They don't do tryouts. They just lock with people. For Oli and I, we didn't do that. We had to do tryouts.
Right.
And how we got to CR actually was I was trying out with Atomic and CR.
Okay.
And then I messaged Odie like, yo, the CR guy, he's actually quite really good.
Yeah,
really
this,
quite
you know,
good.
this unknown CR guy.
Yeah, so for us, it was a little bit stressful. But
Yeah.
we thank the gods that CR got put in our way because like this guy's a monster.
Yeah, it sounds. Yeah, I mean, I guess now on the field, does it feel like it's clicking really well? Like, are there still some things you want to work together with? I mean, it feels like, especially for Coach LBP, it's just working on the vibes, which you guys seem to have. Does it feel perfect already?
Perfect's a big word. I think there's still some jitters right now, but I think it's very easy to see as well as a viewer. Like also when we're still online, like we're flowing really well. We're having pretty good synergy for a team that's only been together for like a month. So yeah, I think we're as good as we can be at this stage of the season.
That's true. Well, let's hope it's enough because you'll be going to the grand finals. All I got to say is good luck.
Thank you.